being recorded.
We have some a little adjustment about the timeline, but the main timeline is like this. But our second BP review gateway meeting will be held on the end of this month.
Okay. So my question to you, Sherry, is in the BP phase or in this exploration phase, are there any requirements for the German feature teams? Can you think of anything that you will need from the German or South African feature team in this phase?
Yes, we have workshop and involved also Thomas. BP workshop.
Is that coming or is that gone past already? Past, okay. So let's skip the BP phase then, and let's jump straight into phase one. Phase one is then the functional design phase. Is that okay for you? Okay, so let's start with that then. So for those of you who haven't seen this, this is basically, sorry, just display this. So for those of you who don't know, this is what the template looks like. So our project leads on the China side, we use this template then to create epics for our product owners. So in here, we need to give an epic name, who needs this, what they need, and so forth. So we work through this template as we go along. So I would like to ask you, Sherry and team, in phase one, what can you think of requirement-wise or epic-wise, what you will need from the German feature teams? So this is the functional design phase. Can you think of something that you will need from the German feature teams in this phase?
Yes, sure. We have some requests to want to rise to feature team. I think Haiguang can have the overview request list. Maybe in this meeting we just take one or two examples. For example, we need to get a contact with the responsible person for Einstein. Because we need to later we need to know when we can have the OSM connected to Einstein system. This is one topic. Another topic is for the system design. I think we need a workshop with feature team. You can choose one, I think.
Document.
Sorry, just say that again. What did you say about the documentation?
The function design documentation.
So to review the actual function, the functional design document.
Haiguang, do you think we firstly review documentation, or we need German support us to create for the function design document?
I think I will write the function design first. Then I will ask minjie to help us to review the function design. The content is enough for our Lydia project. Yeah, I need a workshop to do the same.
Then the epic name should be review the function design document. Function design document.
Okay. So remember, we don't want to have really small requirements like user story size. We want to try and combine a few topics in one epic.
Okay.
So if we have more topics that we can add to that, because just reviewing it is someone that will just sit there and go through the actual document and have a meeting and maybe review the actual design document. But we should try and combine more things into one epic than just for someone to review. Can you think of more topics that we can add together with the actual system design epic? So a review document would be maybe an acceptance criteria, in my opinion. What else would you need from the German feature team in that one epic?
To get the communication with Einstein team.
When you say communication with Einstein team, are you looking for an contract or the
identify the plan with Einstein team? Because currently we don't know with the Einstein colleague, and when we can create the connection with Einstein system.
Is that you can think of in the system design phase or the functional design phase? To review the document and to set up the Einstein interface or align with the Einstein interface partners. Are there any other topics you think of that you might need in that phase?
Do you think we need this?
Yeah.
Function design phase.
Yes, yeah, you see.
Because you asked me for the Einstein responsible person, you won't get connected with him or her, right?
Yeah, we need a clear Einstein person prepared to get tested data. Yeah.
But this should be done by function design phase or later? Your opinion?
Because the testing late last to August, so it can be maybe it can
later.
Yeah, later. You can be later.
Okay, then
let's then just go with review OSM system design document.
Okay. You have other topic, Haiguang? Currently.
In this phase, I think the next place.
That's fine. Let's work with that. Okay, cool. So let's work with that. So just to show you, so the big name, the naming convention for these would be firstly the project name, so it would be Lydia, and then the work package name, in our case this is shop floor, and then the component name. So it's really important that we follow this naming convention, would be OSM, and then a short description of what you want. So the short description, plain English, review OSM system design document. Right. So at the bottom, the reporter will be filled automatically. So if you log in, your queue number will appear there. But if you request this on behalf of someone else, you will change this so that the actual requester's details comes in there. Sherry, it'll probably always be you because you're the project lead. So it should effectively, the request should come through you or your stand-in. So that's it. And then the summary is the same as the Epic name. So you can just copy and paste the same details in there. Now, the very important thing here is the acceptance criteria. So at what stage would you be happy that this Epic is complete or this request is complete? So I can give you an example. System design, design signed or approved maybe. Approved by we say sub-product owner. OSM. Does that make sense to you? System design approved by sub-product owner for OSM. Guys, does that make sense?
Hello?
So you're going to have to write this and tell us when will you be happy that this Epic can be closed?
Who is the sub-product owner?
Thomas Tichy.
Okay.
You can actually put Thomas Tichy's name in there, or you can just say system design approved by Germany. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Okay. So what else would you say? When would you be happy that this Epic is completed? Do you want someone to attend your review meeting?
I think it's better if we can have a workshop for review, right?
Right.
Okay.
I think maybe final confirm with IRC or Telegram workflow finalize and try to make this as a current server.
Are you saying that we can make that acceptance criteria?
I think we will do the deploy by myself first. And if I have problem, need AG to help us to deploy. So what way should?
So maybe in the description, you must say support, because if you say deploy the OSM package, then the feature team will think they will have to do the whole deployment. Does that make sense? So if you say deploy OSM package and database, the message will come through that the Germans must do it or the South Africans must do it. But if you say support deployment of the package, then at least it's clear that they will not have to do the full deployment. They will only need to help you when you require support.
Yes.
So Sherry, maybe you can just change the description to support deployment of, because otherwise it's the full task.
Here.
So for me, acceptance criteria for that would be, if I can give you a hint, when will this epic be closed? When the package is deployed, without errors. When the database is up and running without errors.
Yeah. Let me check when.
Acceptance criteria.
In the Haiguang, when we need the OSM package deployed.
I think it should
Example.
I think it's August. Early August should be right. I think.
August.
Okay.
By the end of August. Okay.
You can just hit enter. You can just hit enter, Sherry. So just put that button on again and then just hit enter on your keyboard.
Enter?
Yeah.
Okay. OSM package need to be deployed. Okay. And what about database?
Yeah, same for that.
Database initialization.
And you need to be really clear. For instance, if you say that the package needs to be deployed by that date, maybe you can say there should be no errors on the package, or Milos is running or without errors, or something like that. Because if you're just saying the package needs to be deployed, that's easy. You can just install it and leave it, but it's still full of errors and it's not working and it has been tested. So maybe just be really, really clear what you mean by deployed. So enter. No, just enter. Yeah, okay. So maybe you can say application package running without errors, Milos errors, or something like that.
Without error. Okay.
What about the database?
Database also running without error?
I think it should be configure initial date. I think database should configure initial date.
Show date. It's okay.
I think it.
Okay. If you're happy with that, that means the guys will then go create this epic, and then once the package is installed, they'll make sure it's installed before end of August, because that's an acceptance criteria, and they will check for errors. If there are no errors, then we will have a meeting and we will close this epic. The database is up and running, and the initial data is configured. The epic can be closed. No other acceptance criteria. That's fine. So maybe, Sherry, it would be wise to have a template ready for you. You can just copy and paste every time. Otherwise, you'll have to type this thing every time.
Yes. In Lydia.
Your role is as IT project Lydia shop floor lead, package leader, or IT project lead, whatever you want to call it.
Okay. I want to maybe like this.
I need your support with the deployment of the OSM application package and database setup.
Okay. Oh.
Ooh, now you cleared everything.
Really?
Yes. Reset, you've cleared everything.
Oh my god.
Maybe it's still in there, so if you start typing, hopefully Chrome saved your text.
Nothing inside. Oh my god.
Yeah, clear means clear.
Then maybe I do it by myself after meeting.
Let's see, just give me I just want to check something. I just want to see, maybe it's saved it. I didn't. Yeah.
We nearly finished it.
Yeah. Support.
OSM deploying the OSM system. Okay.
OSM application. Database.
I'll just leave that default. This is just a sample, so I'm not too concerned. You know the whole drill. We said acceptance criteria was SM application. Okay. Is that okay for you, Sherry?
Yeah.
And then you have your acceptance criteria, you have your attachments, so it's clear you can put your attachments in there. And we'll just put this there. I'm going to just for exercise reasons, just shorten it quickly as just to speed up the process, ITPL, I want
Get support.
yeah, I want support
Get support.
for the,
Yeah.
I need support.
Yeah, I need support.
For the
OSM application.
of the OS application package and DB. So that why do you need this? So that UAT can start. Need technical need technical support in case of.
Yeah.
Hey, what else would you like to say in there? What about the DB?
I think it's the same.
Also,
we don't know.
Because you cannot, you cannot set up the database, can you?
We don't know. We don't know
Oh.
if we can configure for database or not. Or for the initial setup, I need a ZA team.
I think you will need the team to support.
Then this is totally done by ZA team.
I think so. For DB support, we need full support from maybe you can put details, so the database should be a mirror of Tishi, right?
Yeah.
Mirror. Am I right in saying that?
Maybe
or maybe you can say or see system design document. I don't know if the database tables would be specified in the system design, will it? That's a question. I'm not sure.
Yeah, Haiguang, maybe you can answer this question.
The database be a mirror of Tishi, or would the database be specified in the system design document?
Hello, Haiguang, I'm here.
Oh, sorry, I mute. I think
yes,
we need a mirror of TC.
Maybe in your system design, you also can write down this sentence.
Yes, I think or see system design. So all I want to emphasize is the more detail you put in this description, the better. That's all. So if you can think of something, just put it in here. If you have attachments, put it in there. If you have screenshots, you can simply copy and paste it in there as much detail as you can. Okay. Right. So let's move on. So let's say that's enough.
Do we have the rest for the image paste here? Yes. Or just text?
No, you can paste images as well.
Can we try it?
Yes. Just do a screenshot of something. I'm not gonna.
Maybe just a sentence.
The description maybe in
attachment.
Theo, thought that we can
Yeah,
just
sure.
paste I thought we can just very simply paste a screenshot in here, but it doesn't seem like it wants to accept it in the description portion.
But I think that's why the attachment is there. If you can make a screenshot as a JPEG file, you can choose.
Yeah, that's obviously also doable. I was really hoping that you can simply just paste a screenshot in here, but it doesn't.
As a picture. I think
Yeah,
that
as a picture.
description only allows text.
Allows for text. Okay. Then sorry, Sherry, it doesn't allow for screenshots. You'll have to attach something. Okay. So priority is critical, and then again the same story. Shop floor is there. That's fine. Product is assembly. Oopsie. Domain is shop floor. Product is assembly. Component is OSM. Fixed version, again, I don't have all the fixed. But if you want the server to be ready earlier, you need to specify that. So that epic will then be linked to this phase. So that's the important thing. But if you need it done sooner, you have to specify the date. That's why there's two different things. You don't have to describe it. You simply link it to this phase, which is important. We need to know that it belongs to phase 2. And then you specify the date you want the work to be done. So we said end of August. So in the description, you don't really have to say we want it ready by the end of August. You can just select that end date. You don't have to say it in this actual user story as well, on the epic as well, if that makes sense. Does that answer your questions? You don't have to, like we put it in the acceptance criteria, you don't have to, you can just put it in there, you fill it in there.
Yes.
Okay. Any questions?
Sorry, I have one question. We
Sure.
bundled a lot of tasks in one epic, and we want to finish tasks in different due date. Just describe it in the description, or we need to create different targets.
That's a really good question. So this epic is a combination of lots of tasks, and the final date of the epic will be specified in here. So the individual tasks you cannot specify when you want them done. You can just say this work package, this group of tasks must be done by that date at the latest.
Because if we make one this maybe 2 or 3 or 4
not putting too many small requests in, because that would just cause lots of extra admin for the guys.
Okay.
So it is going to be a challenge. So if you can maybe think of combining that, and maybe if you have, let's say you have 5 requests in one, then rather give the earliest date or give a date in the middle, for instance. So you still have 5 in there, but then you say, have them all ready on the same day. Bring it to the earliest date, for instance.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you'll have 5
yeah,
really small size epics, and then it's going to cause frustration.
But if we define the due date is the earliest one, then this also may give pressure for the future team.
True.
Yeah.
We'll have to play this by ear. We have to test it. Look, it's it's new ground for all of us. So it's definitely going to be a test and a challenge for all of us. I think we need to try it firstly and get them as big as possible. So you wouldn't, for instance, have one epic, and then you would have in that same epic you would have something for the Monday, the Wednesday, and the Thursday. Then rather just say, okay, have it ready for the Monday. If the date is small, the difference is small, just say have all of it ready on the Monday. But let's say the dates are months apart, then different story. Then yes, create separate epics for them.
Yeah.
That's my opinion.
Yeah, I got your point.
Okay, cool.
Next.
Okay, so now my question is, do we want to continue this exercise, or is it clear for you guys what is expected from the product owners, and do you think this will work for us? And have you got any questions?
Sorry, I have one other question.
Sure.
Our PO from AG side, I want to know when does he will refine the epic in the release planning meeting or refinement meeting?
No, in the refinement meeting. So I shared the one calendar with Sherry. So on product level and on domain level. Right.
So that develop, so that for next step of development.
And underneath this now you can put the details. So you said the BBA will take the lead, right?
Yeah.
Take the lead of setting up, or of installation, and will